Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So I want to show you in this video how professional traders read market structure, guys. There are several ways how to do that, and especially how to avoid big losses in your portfolio. What I'm saying here is of course not financial advice, but I give you here some signals, indicator signals and chart signals which you can use to understand where the big boys are selling their positions and where they buy. Yeah, for this video, I choose the ticker MSTR strategy stock. I think Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, or now strategy, are very popular right now. A lot of people talking about the stocks, or maybe you already hold this stock right now, or the cryptocurrency Bitcoin. So we can talk here about the price actions. And I already released here some forecasts on Bitcoin by the mid-end of 2025, and I said that the top for Bitcoin is 124,000 US dollar. You will find also the videos here online on YouTube, and you can see that the highest point for Bitcoin was 126,000 US dollar before we start to crash down. It is very predictable, guys. The market always delivers us some hidden signals which we as traders can use to understand where are the resistance levels and the support price levels, which means where the bulls are buying and the bears are selling. What usually happens, guys, when you have no idea about charts, so when you only know this structure here, something like a blank chart, you have no idea where to buy, where to sell, and especially when this happens here, when stocks start to move like that. MicroStrategy made here a huge move here from August 2024 until November 2024, so in more or less 2 or 3 months, it moved by 429%. What happens then is that the media tells you to buy. The media say this is a super investment, awesome, blah, blah, blah. So that means that the market makers, or let's say the media, which are mostly performed or created by the market makers, they tell retail investors here by using news and articles to buy in this zone. The problem is, guys, that the big boys, the big whales, they are already starting to sell their positions here in this area because they want you to buy their shares for the highest possible price. So how can you identify that? How can you detect that, guys? And that is very simple here. I use here my own trading indicator. So I'm trading since many, many years, and I built my own trading indicators because the usual trading indicators which you find, for example, here in TradingView, they are good, they help traders, of course, but they are not super precise in my opinion, at least not the indicators which I used for a couple of years or where I made back tests. So what we can see right now for strategy, and this is only one example, guys, you can use that for any asset in the US market. We have here a couple of bear attack signals or bear alert signals on this indicator here, which is called the RSI ultimate indicator. So what happens when this indicator spots some bearish signals, it gives you here the hints in the RSI overview here in the RSI ultimate indicator itself, but also starts to change the colors here of the candles. So whenever we had here for MicroStrategy or strategy bear attack signals, immediately afterwards the stock started to drop. So we can see that here bear attack signal is in here, the orange candle. We had here the highest point, so the price went a little bit higher by 10%, but then the reaction was a sell-off in total of 49%, guys. The next sign which we had, the bear attack signal, was here. Orange candle, the top has been in, and immediately afterwards, MicroStrategy or strategy sold off by 57%, guys. That does not mean that we are not in an overall uptrend, but you have to understand when this happens, and that you can see that last year we are here in the weekly chart, by the way. So when that happened here, the sell-off lasted for 98 days, or in total 140 days, guys. And when you see your stock is falling down for 3 months, 4 months, you will get panic. You will lose your positions here with maybe a red position or like some minus, right? With some losses, and then it shoots up again. The last bear alert signal which we had was here, and you can see also that MicroStrategy started to sell off. So I made a couple of videos about MicroStrategy or strategy on my channel, and I said already in October 2025 that we will see a crash incoming. Not only I talked about the crash, I also mentioned the price level for the crash, guys. So I will show you here a very rough overview what I identified here for MicroStrategy or strategy. The thing was, when the stock traded, when I made this video, we still traded here in the $290 range. And I said, I expect the price drop back to 209 and 141 US dollars. So you can imagine when I create videos like that and everybody just see this bullish move, right? And the internet media talk about 600, 700, $800 price targets. You know, nobody believed that, guys. But I always try to think like a big whale. That's why I show you these signals here, which are made by the big whales, by the institutions. And of course, it works in the other direction as well, that when the big boys start buying, we also get these hidden signals. So let's see what happened here. I will use TradingView here to simulate the price action. Let's see if I was right with that zone. And then I show you also where the big boys are accumulating their positions. Let's press play. There's also one other indicator which is very helpful, guys. This is the open gap indicator. So we know the big boys always leave us some hidden signals in the chart. And that means that, for example, here we had some open gap or have some open gap in the weekly chart at 176 US dollar. And that means that the price sooner or later has to come back down to fill that open gap at 176 US dollar. This is the second hidden signal which we get by the market makers, guys. So, and you can see that is, by the way, in my algo demand zone. So let's press play now and see how that played out. Then we have the EMA line indicator here, also very important, guys. The EMA line indicator here, you can see since 2023, we had support here on the white or latest purple EMA line. Always, no matter how deep the dip was here for, or the sell-off has been happened here for strategy, even if we drop by 56%, still the purple EMA line supported the price. Here you can clearly see that we start to lose the support, guys. That's why I say the big boys, the market makers, they give you hidden signals what should or could happen next. So now finally I press play and we see how this is working out for strategy stock, guys. And as I said, it doesn't matter. Strategy is now one example. You can get all my indicators here, guys, in the video description. So they are available here. A lot of people around the world using them already. And as I said, I built that with all my trading knowledge. So I know, you can see the gap has been filled. I know what the market makers doing and how they do it. And these indicators help you to understand their strategy or their hidden signals. So what happened right now to strategy, guys? We are back in my algo demand zone, which I predicted already in October 2025. We are back in the algo demand zone, and we already have here a hidden Powerball signal now on the RSI Ultimate indicator, which means, guys, the big boys already buying the dip. That does not mean that you will see now here a straight candle to the upside by 5,000%. They are already accumulating their positions here in that range. That's why we get these signals here on the RSI Ultimate indicator. Don't forget, when they start to sell, it's the same, guys. You will not see here a straight line to the downside. They have millions of shares, and they want you to buy their shares at the highest possible price. That's why they create these kind of distribution phases here over a couple of months until they sold all their positions to you for the highest possible price before they pull the rug and maybe even go short, guys. This is why I make this video here for you right now, that you can see that strategy, even it looks like hell, right? It goes down, everybody's scared. We are now very close here to see a potential bottom. We closed that open gap here, right? We are back in the algo demand zone. I created this zone, of course, by myself. I can measure that, but we know that the previous accumulation for strategy was in this price range here between 107 US dollar and 199 US dollar. And because it is still trading in an overall uptrend, that means that we maybe start to accumulate here as well before we see, maybe even new all-time highs. This is not financial advice, guys. This is just how trading works. On the other side, guys, if you are tired of back holding stocks, right? So this is the second problem. A lot of people don't know which stock to buy, where to buy. Therefore, you can use my indicators, but I also share my personal private stocks on Patreon. This is how it looks like. I gave you right now a prediction for strategy stock, guys. What could happen next? Where are here the support price levels? And I do the same on Patreon here with small cap stocks and other stocks, guys, which moving much, much faster. You can see when I posted this ticker here on Patreon, just 6 days later, 7 days later, we had a 161% squeeze after my prediction, of course, because I expected that to happen. I cannot give you a guarantee, of course, but we had many squeezes here in the past weeks, and I share these trading ideas every week. So if you want to join us, you can visit us here on Patreon, guys. The full package membership is my most popular membership, and you get also access here to trading tutorials, member FAQ section. So also for beginners, if you don't know how to start trading, here is a lot of content waiting for you. And the link patreon.com/blackbelttrader is also available in the video description. Final word, guys. What I really like is a quote or a saying from Napoleon Hill. He said, "When panic sweeps through the market, the man of composure sees opportunity," guys. And this is exactly what you also have to do. You have to not follow the news. If the news are telling you strategy goes down and bankruptcy and blah, guys, I think we are very close here to see a bottom. $108 is something like a strong support. So keep that in mind. Use the signals, trust the chart, yeah, and follow your instinct, yeah, based on the technicals. This is what I can tell you. I hope that video was helpful, guys. If you want to see more content like that, please hit the like and subscribe button. I thank you so much. I wish you nothing but the best and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.